what is up guys, this is Flash from Flash Hobbies. It's been a long time since I've done one of these videos, but I think it's time to get back into the unboxing and getting some new products out there, and this is one of them that I have found. This is the, sorry if I mispronounce this, the Shiyun or Shiyung, I'm not sure. This is a brushless gimbal that you can use for your smartphone, so you can use this for your iPhone and Samsung. Then this will work up to, I believe, the iPhone 6 Plus, if I'm not mistaken. But let's go ahead and get this unboxed and let's see what we get for our money. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and unbox this. I got this from Amazon for $139 shipped with Prime. So I thought this was an absolutely amazing deal, but is it really worth your money? That's the question, because it can be cheap all you want, but if it doesn't do what you need, you know, what's the point of spending the money on it? And for you guys that don't know, this is my assistant here. This is Wally. And if you don't know, that's Wally West, as in the Flash as well. So we'll take everything out here. So we have this. It comes in its own case. Really nice. It feels really good. It's got a really nice texture, and the zippers, they look of quality. So I'm already liking what I see, and I haven't even gone into it yet. You get a carrying strap that goes onto the case itself, and in case that doesn't work, I can probably like walk my cat with it. I'm not too sure. Get your charging cable, and you get your instructions, and that's really it. I really like how simple the packaging is on this. Pretty straightforward. No frills on this. Yeah, what you're paying for is what's in here. So let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open this up, and we're going to see what we have in here. And boom, here we go. So, first impressions, taking it out of the box, I can say I have messed with a few gimbals at different electronic retailers, and I can say this does feel on the cheaper end, but it's also got some nice, a nice feel to it as well. This right here, the base, feels very plasticky, but you can feel the magnets and the motors up here, so it kind of gives you a good weight. It's not too heavy, and I think once your phone is on there, it really is a good balance of weight versus functionality and looks. And the joystick here feels really good. The buttons feel very clicky and responsive. Sorry, that's my assistant over there messing around. And yeah, I think it looks really good. I went with the space gray. It does come in 3 colors. I believe it comes in the gold, gray, and a lighter gray, if I'm not mistaken. They might have updated the colors as well. But I'll leave a link in the description below for where I got this gimbal. So we're going to go ahead and charge it up, and we'll see what it can do. But so far right now, it's looking like it's going to be able to do a whole lot. Before we get to the actual charging of it, so this plug here, it's basically like what you would find on almost any Android up until the newer ones that are coming out. So that's pretty good. So I'm pretty sure you might have a cable laying around, but it does come with one. So this is actually the one to charge this itself, and from what the instructions say, or the booklet I should say, it says that one charge can last you anywhere from 10 to 12 hours. It's really amazing if it really can hold it for that long, because most gimbals that I've seen will only give you, at the most I've seen, maybe 4 to 6 hours. And the one down here, this is actually a really neat feature. So you can actually connect a USB here and connect it to your phone and actually charge your phone simultaneously while using the gimbal. What do you think? That's pretty cool, right? Alright, so we have some footage right now. Right now I'm just walking through my backyard, using the turn functions on it, pan and tilt. The controls seem to be pretty responsive. Right now I'm walking at a somewhat fast pace. Alright. Now I'm going to run from one side of my yard to the other. Let's see how it looks. So it seems to be pretty responsive to all the buttons. Right now we're like on the sway mode, so I'm not actually hitting the side to side, I'm just moving side to side. And it slowly tilts. I'm sorry, it slowly goes from side to side on its own. So we'll hit the next mode. And this one is pretty much, it just keeps it stable. Like no matter which way I go, it almost feels like you're on a drone. And when I turn side to side, oh, we lost a little bit there. All right, so it lost a little bit of its calibration. So we'll go to the next mode. It seems to have reset itself. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna go all the way upside down with it. So this is a test with the gimbal hanging upside down. So it does work. And again, it's doing the auto function from side to side. So we're gonna go ahead and run with it again. And then we'll run to the other side. So I haven't looked at this footage yet. And I flip back to, so I flipped the gimbal back to its correct position. So I'm liking it so far. All right, so here, this is the full manual mode. I can control to the right, to the left. We're gonna go up and we go down. All right, it looked like I had a little bit of trouble keeping up there. So full manual mode, it looks like it's more on me than the gimbal itself. I gotta know how to maneuver it. Get that sun in there, that sunset. Probably not gonna look good on my phone. Then we'll look down. So I'm definitely having to play with the joystick a lot more in the full manual mode, but I like it because you can kind of tailor your movements to whatever you need. I think this is going to work really well for my application. I'm coming on some trees, we'll get a little shot there, kind of like a drone. Boom. Looks pretty good. Boom, we just got that car. Action shot. Uh-oh. And this is me turning it, not actually turning the gimbal itself. Very smooth movement, it feels like. So now we'll do like a vlog style. So what made you guys want to get this product? For me, it's for RC applications. I'm going to be using it for really low shots and chasing cars and what have you. So maybe you're a vlogger. I don't know, to me this looks pretty good. This doesn't look any more ridiculous than really holding up your phone. It doesn't look very bulky in the hands either. Again, if you're like into nature, it's pretty nice. Here's a little pond that we have here. And as you guys are watching this, comment down below. Do you see a lot of movement? Again, maybe it's operator error on my side, who knows? But it's a beautiful sunset today. We're supposed to be having a cold front, and it looks like there's possibly a storm coming through that way. We're having a cold front come through pretty soon. But imagine this, you can set this down on a tripod, you can just set it on the ground and get a nice time lapse of this. Very fluid movements. So with this mode, one thing I'm noticing is I want to move my hand and the gimbal react to it, but since it's a full manual mode, I gotta remember that just stand here and then hit the buttons left to right. I keep wanting to turn the gimbal, which if you go to the other mode, it'll fix that. Basically, every time you turn, it'll turn itself on its own. And again, using the 360 function, that's really cool. I really like that for some reason, because I've seen some gimbals before that are very limited in that aspect. They only have a certain amount before they stop, and then they have to go back the other way. So smooth transition right there. So right now I'm actually walking on uneven terrain. I just walked down a little hill. And again, how cool would this be? Now I really wish I had some flowers or something that we can like zoom in and go through, but this neighborhood doesn't really have much of that. It's a lot of greenery, but not really colors. So we'll zoom back over to that sunset again. So one thing I am noticing with the joystick is, as we're doing the 360 function, if you don't keep it dead center, it starts to go up or down on its own. Now, I haven't connected this with the Bluetooth, which is, it is an option to pair the gimbal with the Bluetooth on here, and there is a button for zoom in and zoom out. So once again, that's another added feature that you have for it. And as far as setting up the gimbal itself, I didn't have to do anything. I just put the phone in there and hit and turned it on, and it automatically recognized the weight. So here, we'll follow this car. And I think this will be a great addition if you're a novice, if you're trying to get into photography, you're trying to be a vlogger. For me, I'm using it for my RC stuff. We're coming up on my brother's car here. This is his 370Z track car. So we'll go ahead and run one last time. We're running right now. So it seems to be having a little bit of trouble keeping up in the manual mode. I saw a little bit of jiggling in there. So what's my final take on this gimbal? I think it's a pretty good deal. For the price, you get a lot of features. It's a brushless gimbal. You know, you get a lot of stuff, and the cat's gonna mess with it now, but you get a lot of value for your dollar on this, and I really see a lot of benefit, and hopefully you saw that in the video that it actually does run pretty smooth. So my final recommendation is, yes, A-OK. I think it's great for the price. It's definitely going to take some getting used to as far as running with it and getting the shakiness just right. So I'm all for this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. If there's something I didn't address, feel free to leave it down and I'll get with you. As far as battery life, I didn't charge it for over a week and it's still running. And the reason why it's like that's because it doesn't have the phone to actually balance it out. And once again, this is kind of the views you can get with this. You can go really fast, you can go really slow. Well, anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. We drop a video every week. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next episode of Flash Hobbies.